Whoa, don't hit the gate, damn it, what? We have a decent amount of people here for it being this early right now, thickening up in the bottom a little bit more. This early at least. We do have some clouds, but rain chances are in the sub 5%. I think they're like 4, 3, 2, and then it goes to like 10% at 1 a.m. In the morning. So rain chance is not the case, but overcast conditions is the case here at the Knoxville Raceway. Track seems to be just as hard as last night, which produced some pretty wide, good racing, I think, for late models. I know people keep saying this isn't a late model track, but it's a damn racetrack, and it raced pretty damn good last night, especially for being a bigger facility. Now, the front end is sliding. He's having to turn to the left here. We're almost getting into the guardrail. He's trying to really cap off his first year of pushing here at the Knoxville Raceway. Good job, Sean. Good job. Whoa, don't hit the gate, damn it, what? But we are here, and I think the track, even though the conditions are very similar, the track's just as hard. Oh, you're shoving the nose right on the damn wall, Sean. We don't need to Hudson O'Neill this shit. What are you doing?
I'll keep it off.
Oh my God, he's trying to show up now that we're videoing here. Even though I do see the track being the same in preparation, the issue is overcast conditions here. Yesterday the sun was out. There was clouds in the sky, but the sun was out. Today the sun is not out. Now you do see in the distance potentially some openings coming, but usually this time of the night it is definitely a little more exposed to the sunlight, the heat, to dry the track out. So basically what I'm thinking is the track more than likely won't get as wide as we got in the main event last night, but that's in 25 laps. I would assume that in, I believe it's an 80 lap race tonight. I think we talked to Mark Richards last night about some things. I think he said 80 laps, right?
We got more cars too.
More cars. You have the SLMR late models. So it could be the perfect storm to where, even though the clouds have taken away the heat, the additional cars and additional laps will get us to similar track conditions as last night, which I personally thought were really good there in the main event, as we see the Duncans always doing the right things and putting this. Are you really going to the wall, Sean? What are you doing? Don't wreck your truck for the sake of the video. Don't fucking do it. Anyway, we could have very similar track conditions. A lot more tires going to be on the track. And maybe the overcast conditions is going to help the overall track staying together, retaining moisture. Additionally, to keeping the track good and retaining some moisture, and even though we have a hard surface and no sun, the temperatures are a little lower tonight. I believe it's going to get into the mid to low 60s later on this evening. Overnight here, it will dip into the 50s. So temperatures are a little lower as well. So as you can see, the back pitting area full of super late models, whereas yesterday that was spotty because it was only just the one Lucas Oil late model class. We are getting sideways right now next to a water truck. We never recommend this to any push trucker in the United States of America, but we are doing it. We did make it by the deadly water truck. So every time I go to make a point, you distract me by your erratic driving style. Although you are a 2003 national dirt truck champion, I do believe, correct? Yes. Actual dirt truck champion. So Sean, even though he may fuck around and find out, he's used to fucking around. That's all we're saying. Additional information that we learned today, we talked to a push truck driver who's been doing push trucking for 41 years. And one of the subjects was the berm. Of course, the berm down here gone. We're assuming to protect the noses of the late models. He says that's how it should be. He said that's how it was with no berm. He said they should keep it that way for the sprint cars. So y'all in the chat, I know Kyle and Donnie and Danny and all these guys who have used this berm to produce some speed over the years. Y'all may not agree or like that, but what do y'all think? The people who pay the bills, the ones in the fans who make this whole thing churn, or the one in the stands, the fans, the ones who make this thing churn, do y'all think the Knoxville Raceway should keep the berm gone? Should it stay how it is right now, according to people who have been here for years and years, how it used to be? Do y'all think it should stay this way with the berm not there? It looks like they even developed a drainage kind of cut on the bottom of the track.
Yeah, there's drains.
Yeah, so, and there is drains in all four corners, I think.
Yep.
But it looks like they also produce like a little lip down here. I know that over the last few nights there's been a wave in the track, but at least on the, oh God, there goes we're about to end the Chevy's life. But I know there's been a wave right there, and that's where the drains are, you're saying, that little dip.
Yep.
That's a drain that actually keeps the track dry when they do face rain. They have drainage systems to be able to somewhat combat the rain. But there's also another dip right there, I do believe, on the entry of one. You see where it suppresses, the dirt goes into that little valley. That's a drain. And then there's one off of 2. There's 1 and 3, right, as well?
Yeah.
So this might have been a reason for the big berm, was to protect the drainage system. I'm not sure. But what do y'all fans think? Should the Knoxville Raceway keep the berm gone? What do you think?
I think they should.
You do? Do you think it looks better, or what do you, why? What's your reasoning?
I don't know about looking better, but it might produce some different kind of racing, maybe.
Well, the wing guys, the problem is, I think you got some young, feisty drivers trying to make a name for themselves at Knoxville. They might just cut through the infield a little bit. And, you know, I think that's what it does do with the sprint cars, is it makes them stay on the racing groove, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a late model's not going to cut the bottom or shoot across the entry or do something dumb like that, but obviously they don't have noses, so I think that's one of the main reasons for the berm, is to retain the racing groove without having to use tractor tires or a concrete barrier. I think personally, if I'm thinking, that's one of the reasons why. But I mean, there's an argument here to be made that if you just keep the degrees of banking negative enough, why not? Why not? It's mixed reviews right now as far as keeping the berm gone here at Knoxville full time. I mean, obviously the track staff, they're going to do whatever they think's best. The Duncans, everyone, they're going to make a decision. It's not like a big deal if they do one way or another. But it is interesting to hear different opinions on what they think of it and if it should stay or how it should go. But anyway, fans are kind of stacking up. This could be a little bit of a full late model nationals. They got a pre-race show coming up at 6, I do believe, which is starting any second now, that they're going to be doing off of turn 4. I don't know if there's too many post-race things tonight. We'll see. But yeah, rolling in the track conditions, berm gone. What do y'all think? Very interesting here today at the Knoxville Raceway. Would be interesting to get y'all's opinion. My opinion, keep it or not, I don't think it matters. I do think it looks cool without it, but you know, once you get used to something, you just like seeing something different. So maybe that's also possibly the allure of, hey, it looks kind of cool because it's not just the same old. But we'll see what happens with that. I'm sure they'll just go back to the berm, but what do the fans think? Anyways, that's pretty much what we got to say here. B main and A main all for the supers tonight. That's it. But a full show by the SLMR or SMLRA or something like that. Late models, kind of like a limited late model class. They got a full show, whereas the Lucas Oil late model boys just doing a B main and an A main, I do believe. But anyways, that is your Impact Signs, Awnings, and Wrap roller in segment. Anything to say, Sean?
Nope.
Are you gonna hit the wall?
No.
I don't know.
Not on the last day.
Not no. If it was the first day, you might do it.
No.
No. Okay. Anyways, all right. Catch y'all later. Let us know what you think. Live here on the final night of the Knoxville Raceway late model Knoxville Nationals. Do do do.